Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Today, inshallah, we will talk about the rocks, types of rocks. First, what is the meaning by rocks? Rocks are solid, non-living objects that form the earth crust. So, rocks are solid, non-living objects that form the earth crust. Rocks, as you know, consist of units called minerals. So, rocks consist of minerals. Some rocks consist of only one mineral, while other rocks consist of group of minerals. Today, inshallah, we will talk about the types of rocks. Scientists classify rocks according to how they form into three types: igneous rocks, sedimentary rocks, and metamorphic rocks. So we have three types of rocks: igneous rocks, sedimentary rocks, and metamorphic rocks. The first type of rocks, which called igneous rocks. Igneous mean fire, and it's called by this name because igneous rocks produced from cooling down of magma under the earth crust. What is the magma? Magma is the molten rocks that found inside the earth crust. This magma can go up and fill the cracks inside the earth crust, slowly, or maybe reach to the earth surface. When the magma reach to the earth surface during, for example, volcanic eruptions or something like that, they called it called lava. When the magma reach to the earth surface, it's called lava. So igneous rocks produced from cooling down of magma inside the earth or cooling down of lava on the earth surface. There is a difference between the two types of rocks: the rocks which form inside the earth from magma, and rocks form on the earth's surface by the lava. The rocks have or formed from cooling down of magma inside the earth surface, is what is or has large crystals. Has large what? Crystals. Why? Because magma cooled slowly under the ground, so the crystals will be large, example as stone granite. But if the magma, as we said, reached to the earth's surface, it called what? It called lava. In this case, lava will cool very fast. When it cools very fast, it will form something called what? Or it will form igneous rocks, but these igneous rocks will be smooth or have very small crystals, or have very small what? Crystals. Why? Because there is no time for these rocks to form crystals, as the lava cool very fast. Example of igneous rocks formed from lava on the earth's surface, which have very small, as we said, crystal, like obsidian and pumice and basalt. The second type of rocks, which called sedimentary rocks or sedimentary rocks. What is the meaning by sedimentary rocks? Sedimentary rocks formed from layers of sediments. Layers of sediments that form from erosion and form from the weathering of old rocks. So when the rocks fall together, So sedimentary rocks, as we said, produced when the sediments settle in a new place and form of layers. These layers then become solid and form sedimentary rocks. As you know, sedimentary rocks formed by three processes: weathering, erosion, and deposition. Okay, weathering formed from old rocks when the old rocks weathered. What is the meaning of weathered? Means break down. Then eroded. What is the meaning by eroded? The pieces of rocks, which called sediments. When the rocks break down into these sediments, the air or the water or the gravity carry these or move these sediments from one place to another place. Then it will settle down in a new place. The process of settling down in a new place called what? Called deposition or deposit. After this, these sediments compact together, form layers, and make sedimentary what? Rocks. There is many types of sedimentary rocks. Some sedimentary rocks consist of remains of old living organisms, like for example limestone. Other sedimentary rocks consist of what? Other sedimentary rocks consist of small grains of sediments, like for example sandstone. So sedimentary rocks, some sedimentary rocks formed from remains of old living things like sand, limestone, and other sedimentary rocks consist of the particles of minerals, and as we said, sandstone mainly consists of mineral called quartz. The third type of the rocks, which called metamorphic rocks. Metamorphic rocks formed from the other rocks when these other rocks exposed to heat, exposed to pressure, or both of them together. So when the previous rocks or when old rocks exposed or inside the earth exposed to pressure or exposed to heat, okay, or both of them together, they may change into a new rock. This type of rock is called metamorphic what? Rocks. Metamorphic rocks. So metamorphic rocks produced from old rocks when these old rocks exposed to heat or pressure or both of them. As the old rocks, okay, exposed to heat or pressure, their structure change and the crystals rearrange again, forming metamorphic rocks. For example, limestone become marble. Here it is. Limestone is sedimentary rock. When it exposed to heat and pressure, it will change into marble. Granite, when it exposed also to heat heat and pressure, it will change into gneiss. Shale become slate. So some rocks can change from sedimentary rocks into metamorphic rocks, or from igneous rocks into metamorphic rocks. That takes us to another point, which is called rock cycle. Which is called what? Rock cycle. What is the meaning by rock cycle? The changes that happen to rocks. The change that happen to rocks. Any type of rocks can change type. Here it is. For example, igneous rocks, when it exposed to weathering and erosion, it can change into sedimentary rocks. Okay, when it exposed to heat and to heat and pressure, it will change into metamorphic rocks. Also, sedimentary rocks can change into metamorphic rocks if they exposed to heat and pressure. Metamorphic rocks can change into sedimentary rocks by weathering and erosion, or can change by igneous rocks. What I want to say, in rock cycle, the one type of rock can change into another type. Igneous rocks may be sedimentary rocks or maybe change into metamorphic rocks, and the metamorphic rocks may change into sedimentary rocks and igneous rocks. This is called rock